Some of the people will tell you that I have been called that my application for, say, postgraduate studies to, say, University of Aberdeen or, say, Cambridge has been approved. I've been an amount of, let's say, £35,000 has been approved for me. But then the person will tell you that you know that you are entitled to £30,000. So you must come and pay the £5,000. People are actually asked to come and pay money.
But are these people who are telling you all these things willing to come forward?
Well,
are they willing to provide evidence?
No, if the inquiries, you see, what minority has raised the bar now, beyond merely filing parliamentary questions, they've increased the tempo. Now they are asking for an interdiction as well as an inquiry into the matter. So once they are asking for an interdiction, an inquiry is made, then we can urge these persons who are victims to come forward and speak.
They ask whether there is evidence.
No. He said that are they willing to come forward and speak? You cannot. The parliament.
But this morning, if they interdict him, what would the police show for the interdiction? The press
allegations.
No.
On the basis of allegations,
the fact that
you shouldn't be in a position to interfere with the
the press. First of all, no.
Okay, the office.
Look at ACP.
You mean the interdiction?
Look at the case of ACP Agojo.
No. So I was confusing the interdiction with the being processed.
No, it's not criminal prosecution. This is interdiction, administrative. That is, let me use Kufuor's language, step aside. Proceed or leave. Now, what the minority is asking is that there is a need for an inquiry, major inquiry to the matter because of the plethora of allegations. Why? The Fourth Estate is bringing some details that appears to pander towards the claim that the awards were largely made based on cronyism, favoritism, a conflict of interest and all. So if it's worthy to be looked into, then he must step aside for the inquiry to be made. In the course of the inquiry, he will come and speak to grounds upon which that he extended this or he approved of these applications for. And it's not the only scholarship secretariat that grants scholarships. GetFund also does. GetFund hasn't got these problems. Why? Because the structures are properly.
I'm told that GetFund, they lately they focus mainly on domestic scholarships.
Yes.
I think in the past,
yes, they used to be both
yes,
domestic and foreign.
Yeah.
But so this is how we expect state institutions to be doing things. When you think that there's a major drain by funding foreign courses, which are largely run by local institutions, you switch. Nothing prevents you from taking the greater interest of the people into account. That now, if you want masters in law,
you see people do. I mean, some of these MBAs and all that. And my point is that
MBA in entrepreneurship.
You see, okay, my point is that if you want to do an MBA or an MA in a foreign institution, that's your choice. Why must the state pay for it? It's your choice. You understand me? I make choices for postgraduate certifications.
You did all here?
No.
Okay.
But I did not burden anybody with it.
Yeah.
It's my choice.
You know, and Doc, this is also not the end.
I could have also used the connections.
Yes. In Auditor General's report for 2020-2021 is replete with people who, one, are given steady leave with pay. So they take their salary, they get state-funded scholarship, they go and study, and they refuse to come back.
I'm told about 100 and something.
Yes, they refuse to return to post.
And nothing happens.
And nothing is happening. So Chairman Aveji, during our last hearing in February, before we went on recess, directed that those persons be surcharged. They should first refund the salaries that they took, and two, refund the scholarships that the benefit, the amounts that they receive under the scholarship. In lieu of that, prosecution.
Abaji has all these powers.
Yes, as a committee.
He's a very big man.
Yes. That is why when you come and you will see that your irregularities are merely irregularities, we allow you to go. But when they are serious, we charge you.
But you know, look, when people are hustling for scholarships, and then you get a scholarship, the fee is paid in the UK. Then it turns out that you did not even go at all.
And that's the next point I want to make. So aside from this scenario, the Auditor General also flagged another practice, which is that people get a scholarship, the monies are paid, they don't attend the school at all. Or they take the scholarship, they are able to take the scholarship by some dubious means. The money comes to them, they don't attend the school. And the auditors have flagged all this, and it's in the report. And we have given that directives. We are not getting a feedback. One took the scholarship, didn't attend the university, and exited that institution and joined another public institution in this country. Yes. Even salaries. So let's assume that Metro TV is a state
Maybe at that
institution.
time you are not linked the Ghana card to.
You know, so it's a lot. The rot within the public sector is unbelievable, and it's all because there's nothing happening. There's a laissez-faire attitude by
No, those things are
supervisors.
deliberate. Those things are deliberate.
Oh no. Because you're also guilty. The person who's supposed to crack the whip is himself guilty. Is involved in greater crime. So he won't be chasing people who have engaged in smaller crimes.
All right. Well, we are here today. The party will take a decision on Yendi.
Yeah, I think I saw it on a WhatsApp.
Hey,
I don't know how true.
you see what I was talking about people, whether they'll be willing to come forward and all that. I've started receiving messages. I'm just hoping that when there is any such probe, all these persons will be able to come up. There is somebody who's saying that he can confirm that there's rot and that he's personally paid 85,000 through somebody for his kid brother to Aberdeen.
Good.
So when you go through somebody, you can't tell whether it reaches the end.
Well, that is like the commitment fee.
Well, but at least it means that there is a certain racket.
Yes.
That is if it is true.
Yes.
My point is that
Would you be willing to speak?
All such persons must be willing.
Yes.
Otherwise,
yes.
it
Then
will not get
it's a
anywhere.
journey to nowhere.
Yes.
You know. So 85,000 in terms of pounds, that's like 5,000.
It also depends on when the person paid the money.
Yes, but even if it's 15 to 1.
Well, because there was a program, was it Samson's program, News 5?
Yes.
Where there was a gentleman who also spoke about this issue of extortion.
Yes, I just told you.
Students.
Yes, they actually send us information, so they tell you that your application is worth £30,000. But we have approved 35.
That's what the people claim.
Yes,
they are told.
So they tell you that we have approved £35,000. So you have to come and pay £5,000 and take the 35. And this complainant also pay. So they are also arbiter. They also conspire to dupe the state.
But will they all be willing?
I agree with your question. That would they be willing to come forward and testify?
But I have some information here that between 2017 and 2021, the Scholarship Secretariat awarded 7,423 local foreign scholarships.
7,423.
And 124,960 local scholarships. And
124,000.
Yes, local scholarships. And apparently, for all the scholarships, they have some procedures over there.
I have seen this data before. Please, those who put this
come
data,
and answer. Come and speak to this
those
in
who
Parliament.
put this data out, I beg them. They should try and put a value to the 7,400.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
and
what
put
we're
a
asking
value
for.
to the 124,000.
Yes.
All right.
And that's what we're asking for.
All right.
And just stop this 120 something 7,000.
I think
Because I've seen
Yeah.
this kind of data being put out there.
yeah.
Let them add the values. How much it costs, how much the 7,400 costs Ghana. As against the local 124,000, how much it costs Ghana.
Look,
And this is within 4 years. The data?
Yeah,
because like I've told you, some of these foreign programs, one of them can pay.
As for that one, we are on the same.
So sometimes this 7,120 something thing really,
we're on the same
by itself, it doesn't speak to the issues.
But Doc, let me encourage the opposition.
And out of the 7,000, so I will even be interested that this 7,000 and something. What kind of courses? Which programs?
Yes. No, you are right. So if you see the kind of questions we filed, we want all these details. One other issue which hasn't come up is that the man travels nearly every week.
Well, if his job requires him to travel every week,
why would he?
I'm saying I don't know.
Yes.
But I'm saying that if these are official trips,
they are not substantive.
They are substantive because we are informed that.
I'm saying that if they are official trips,
it has a huge financial toll on the budget of.
So you mean these are official trips?
You are informed by who?
No, all I'm saying is that if they are official trips, I hope you understand. If they are official trips,
yes,
and it can be justified that by the nature of his work, he needs to travel that much, so be it.
Doc, official trips, executive secretary of the scholarship secretary to
where? I'm just saying that as I sit here,
to where?
As I sit here, I'm ignorant about.
Even the president or the foreign minister doesn't travel every week.
But Doc, the way Ghanaians will benefit from this advocacy and demand for transparency is not necessarily to jump and say, indict him, let him resign, prosecute him. It's to, again, give deliberate steps that we should take as a country to close that big gap which allows discretion to be at play. If we don't close this gap, and I'll say it on the show, in the next 5-10 years, if your guests come back, they will discuss these issues again.
You see, because you've raised an extremely important point, which is very, very important. Linked to this is the fact that we only go from bad to worse when bad is not punished and rectified. And therefore, it gives people the, how do they call it, the impunity to then do worse. So I agree with you. In the absence of, I agree with you 101%. But I'm just telling you that in addition to that, you see, you said that somebody told you that everything is by interest, which is very, very true. But then it looks like we've gotten to a place where, in addition to the interest, there is unbridled greed. There's unbridled greed.
Yeah.
And when this level of greed mixes with
laced with politics,
interest,
political interest,
then the level of toxicity.
Especially when they're lazy, you also get political interest.
Yes.
Political interest in an election year with a vibrant opposition.